Hey guys, what's up? I'm CaptainTurbo and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI, and I apologize for the abrupt ending of the last episode. I simply was not looking at the timer for what was left of the video. But now we're at Able's Rock, and as you can see we have an open chest here. If we go and speak to that thing, Sabin, listen to me, go look at the thing. Go look at the thing. Go look at the fucking chest. Alright, don't. Alright, what you want to do here is essentially collect a bunch of stuff that I can't remember the name of and feed it to the chest. One piece of coral, that was it. We basically want to pick up a bunch of coral and feed it to the chest, and you'll be sent to random floors and stuff where you can pick up more coral by standing on the pressure plates. I don't know how many you need, but I do make it my duty to pick up quite a lot of the stuff. So we're going to be here for a couple of minutes. So we've currently got 7 pieces, so I'm going to try and keep track of how much coral I actually get here. There's nothing else I believe in this dungeon other than pieces of coral for the chest that you need. That's 10. 12. 15. Scratch my leg. 20. Save point. There will also, as always, be random encounters here as well if you don't have the Moogle charm. Definitely keep it equipped if you don't want constant random encounters everywhere. Excuse me. 22. 25. 'Not a whole lot to say. I'm pretty sure this is random. I don't think there's any actual way you can make it so you decide what floor you're on. That's 28. I'm hungry. Hungry. Give me something to eat, or I won't let you through. I love me some coral. You got any? Feed the chest some coral? Yes. 28. Is that going to be enough? Munch. I imagine this thing talks like Tasmania, or whatever his name is. And Sabin trying to shoo the chest away. So it looks like 28 was enough. Oh, shouldn't have been too much. And by getting rid of that thing, we now have a boss battle. That's Hidon! My, this is an ugly fucker. And he doesn't really look any better in battle either. Not the hardest boss to get in the game. Fairly simple if I remember correctly. I think he has a couple of actually, let's just watch and see, shall we? Aqua Breath should be decent. I think this thing has a few fire attacks, if I remember correctly. And Mog, being the ever useless party character he is, continues to just trip over his own fucking shoelaces. Oh no, I remember this thing's and it was to poison your entire team. So Strago is now poisoned and will slowly lose some health over time. Overall though, we should be okay. Keep having Sabin there use Phantom Attack. Oh, Phantom Rush, sorry. It's good enough to take down most of the smaller enemies like that in one hit. can't remember what I'm doing here. I got one of the enemies confused, that's always a good thing. Alright, it's 3 down, sorry. Using Phantom Rush again. Now that should be the final one gone, I think, anyway. The last Erebus. Alright, we should be alright now. We've got plenty of time and plenty of health left to take this guy down. A bit of poison going there. Oh, Grand Delta. You have no fucking idea how useful this spell is going to become later on. Actually, I was wondering where it is I learned it, and it looks like I've just learned where I learned it. Huh, that's a strange sentence to say. Yeah, this guy's really not going to be an issue, though. Well, the only annoying thing about him is his lackeys, and that's only because it means they get a couple more hits on you. But this is really not a boss that's going to cause you too many issues. At least it shouldn't, anyway. Also, if you're wondering, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, why I only use about 4 or 5 of Sabin's Blitz moves is because I can't seem to get any of the ones where I've got to use like diagonal inputs to get spells to work, not spells, blitzes to work, and I also don't like having to remember like A, B buttons as well, because different setups and everything for sorry, I paused there. I must have paused for some reason, but anyway, let's just say I don't like having to learn extremely long and difficult blitz moves. It's the reason I don't like fighting games. But yeah, Hidon is now beaten. Really not a difficult boss at all. And we get on 6 magic AP. Mog learn regen, Sabin learn stop, learn Grand Delta. Again, that'll come in very, very handy later. I did it! I really beat Hidon! Yay! I'll have to tell Gung-Ho he's been avenged. So yeah, you don't have to go back to the city either. He'll just head straight back there himself the moment you beat the boss. Gung-Ho! Get up, you lazy asshole! Gung-Ho! Get up! Get up! What's all this fuss? Can't an old injured man get some rest? Gung-Ho! Listen to me! I defeated Hidon! You... what? You beat Hidon? You're lying! Well, I'm going into actual racist fucking voices now. I'm not even trying to, I'm just accidentally doing it. And Rel comes in to explain to her grandfather's friend that he's not lying. Ho ho ho, I'm Santa Claus! To be honest, I don't think Hidon is... As I say, I really don't think it's a difficult battle. As long as you've got plenty of antidotes, or you've got Poisano, Poisana, I'm not sure how you pronounce that spell, you can't really... You're gonna have a hard time losing that fight, in my opinion. It's really not that difficult. But yeah, that was pretty much all we came here to do. Still a little bit more of the story here to go through. I said this is all side stuff anyway. You don't have to do any of this, I don't believe. Though I could be wrong. Actually, I want to look up how early I can go to Kafka's tower. Let you guys read this. Pow! Right in the kisser. Oh, he does say that. I was just making a reference to the honeymooners, I think. I think it was the honeymooners anyway. Unfortunately, looking on the Wikipedia page, I can't see. It doesn't really tell me when I can actually go to Kafka's tower, but I'm pretty sure you can go there before doing without having to do all this stuff. I do think this is just more world building as it was, no more side quest stuff type of deal. What did you say, you little brat? Come back here and I'll shove that fucking paintbrush in your ass. Actually, don't know. It could be taken very, very wrongly. But yeah, just heal up Strago and Mog here, I believe. If past me decides to get off his ass and actually do it. I must have looked away from the screen during the recording of this, but I thought I would have caught this in post-editing. Unfortunately, we all know I'm terrible when it comes to editing. As you can see, every time you take a step, the poison does affect the characters, but because I'm not going to be using Strago, I just don't really bother healing them up until we get to 10, so... But that's another little side quest done. Beat Hidan and did Strago and Realm's little side bit there. Always fun. I will point out right now, I completely forgot about, and spoiler alert here, reuniting Gao with his, I think it's either his father or his grandfather, I think it's his father actually, who's gone more than a little bit soft in the head, so to speak. I just utterly and completely forgot all about it. You know, I think you'll actually get anything for doing it. I think it's just an extra bit of, well, flavor text, for lack of a better word. Yeah, we're outside the Opera House here. I'm just gonna swap out, some of the party members again. I keep going to Terra simply because she's the closest one there, and obviously all you need to do is speak to one of the party members and you can start switching them around, so... And always keeping Mog in. I don't know why I brought Mog for this one. I don't think there's any random encounters inside the actual Opera House. So, you know, it just seems very fucking stupid on my part, really. I'm a bit surprised the Opera House is staying open after the end of the world, actually. You think they'd have their priorities in a few other places, like, you know, food, shelter, stuff like that, but no. Fuck it, let's have an opera, because why not? And it's the first time we've had Terra in the party for a little while. At least I think it is. Got 3 of my main 4 here. Always feel a bit safer when I've got all 4 of them. And now we can actually land the airship. And then to the Opera House. I really don't know why I brought Mogface. Maybe because of those few steps between the airship and the Opera House. I can't remember what I was thinking at this point. I love the music here though. Oh there! There's a dragon sitting smack in the middle. Oh fuck, I pressed that too quickly. Essentially though, there's another dragon that's currently causing havoc on stage. Which means we gotta go deal with it, because nobody here has gone to. Alright, to get to the dragon we want to head to the right here. Very familiar territory. Don't touch the wrong switch or you'll be in for a surprise. I believe you want to press one of the ones here. What am I waiting around for? Alright, well, we'll just listen to the jazzy tune then. Yep, pressing the 3rd one will send you to the middle of the opera stage. And give us another battle with a dragon. Or I should say a fucking dinosaur. Now, I'm gonna be bitch about this for a second. I cannot stand this fucking thing's design. This is essentially just one of the, I can't remember the name of the actual enemy, but it's just the same sprite as another enemy, but I think it's a slightly different colour. I really fucking wish they'd have at least taken an extra couple hours to design another couple dragons. Because this isn't the worst dragon in my opinion. I think there's actually a worse one coming up in a later part. But I really don't like this. It's very lazy, and to be honest, this is not a hard battle either. This is going to take all of a few minutes. Using Cure, just to make sure no one dies. And I'm going to start spamming that Phantom Rush. There's really nothing much to say here, guys. This thing is not going to be much of a challenge to you. It's not a particularly difficult boss. Magnitude can cause a decent amount of damage, but you know, if you're having issues at this point, you may as well turn the game off. Landslide, I think this does a pretty decent chunk of damage as well. Well, nothing too big, but you know, everyone is pretty good on defense at the moment, so yay for me coming in here ahead of time, thinking ahead of time. But yeah, that's the Earth Dragon. A really fucking disappointment in terms of design anyway. I really don't like it when they use the same enemy sprite. Well, just random enemy sprites as boss sprites, just slightly different colored. And picked up a couple of things, learned a couple new techniques. Again, do not pay attention to the actual number. Alright, if I remember correctly, I believe that this was the very last thing we need to do before Kefka's Tower, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure after this I head straight to Kefka's Tower and then save outside of there. Yeah, that was me basically just deciding to continue on so I could go save outside his tower. So yeah, from the next couple parts are pretty much just the final dungeon of the game. I hope you're going to enjoy that because we've got random encounters again, but I do edit a lot of same enemy stuff out. It's also post-commentary. I said I might not do that, but you know what, I'll go into that more in the next part. So until then guys, hope you enjoyed this, and let's get on with the final dungeon of the game. But until then, have a good night guys.